Hey there everyone, my name's Ramon, and welcome to a new episode of Deck Builds Done Quick. On this episode I have a new deck that I call Vermilion Breakthrough. This mono red deck uses a mix of piercing and security attack to push out major damage in big swings. But enough of the subtext, let's just get into it. Our first Digitama is Yogomon. Of our incredibly limited card pool, as it stands, this is more than likely the best red Digitama. It really helps get your piercers through, if it stays attached. We would normally run it at 4, but it looks like one of those gross flowers, so no. Ew, stinky! It's being run at 3. Our next Digitama is Baby Demon. Oh. This little one helps specifically your piercers hit a little harder. 2K is a good power boost, but it's really specific, so it's only being run at 2. And here goes level 3s. Agumon is first. What? The Agumon from the start deck? Why? Well, if you'd stop yelling at your screens for 2 seconds and let me explain, it's just a generically good Digimon. I know that there are better Agumon, but this Agumon helps tie the deck together without having special conditions. A free +1 is nothing to be overlooked. And it's freaking Agumon. Of course we have him in the red deck, dummy. Next up is Biyomon. Now I know it doesn't look like this card does much, but as more and more blockers get printed, this card gets better and better. Plus, I don't know if you guys saw some of the new BT2 reveals, but the new color black seems to focus around blocking, so don't at me, as the kids would say. Oh look, another Biyomon in a deck about attacking your opponent's Digimon. Crazy, right? No, of course not. Look at this card. When you swing into your opponent's Digimon and destroy it, you draw a card. That's a free +1. Wake up, sheeple! And closing out the level 3s is Dracomon. Yes, he's just a vanilla, so I won't talk too much about the card. I will say that after some testing, I noticed that my standard ratios were leaving me a little dry on level 3s. I mean, you want to have one at least every other turn. So I decided to up the ratio by 2 by adding in some vanillas. You'll see how well it works in the gameplay video, so no spoilers. You want some more? Level 4? This time we'll start with Cordron. He's the blocker. I considered not running blockers in this build, but it helps buy you a few turns, and you can use the on attack -2 memory to control your opponent's memory gauge, so it's not so bad. Wait, did I actually waste time talking about blockers? No! Greymon! I mean, come on. Granting security attack +1 so early with no conditions? Hell yeah. Evo Digimon with piercing on top of this, with Baby Demon, and the draw 1 Biyomon underneath? That's a game ender right there. Flare, wait, what? Flare Lizardmon? What the heck are you doing here? I guess you snuck into the deck while I wasn't looking. Now go ahead, get out of here. Wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, okay. Well, apparently this card ain't that bad. It has no inheritable, but its normal skill gives you security attack +1 even earlier than Greymon. It's something your opponent has to play around, and even if they do, its skill just works with the 4-cost Tamers. Not much at first glance, but it's actually pretty good. Welcome to the team, buddy. It's alive! Level 5. Garurumon. This is the deck's main piercer. Using this with all the other inheritables in the deck, you can make this thing pretty nasty. It's even got a good inheritable for the top end. Plus, look at that art. Spicy. Metal Greymon, the secret version. This ends games by itself. Even if you just hard play it, it immediately becomes a threat that your opponent has to deal with. It's also got a great inheritable for the top end with a 9K base. Terrifying. Get your fixins with level 6ins. Breakdramon. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really just wanted to use this card. Breakdramon is one of my favorites from the Cyber Sleuth games, and I wanted to see if I could use him here in the card game. So I built this whole deck around him. He benefits from all the inheritables in the deck, and it's not even that bad if you have to hard play him. Is he the greatest level 6 in the deck? Well, War Greymon. His on-evo skill to get security attack +1 is strong and efficient, my 2 favorite things. Not to mention, when you're swinging at all that security, you nullify all the options during the security checks. Terraforce? Nope. Ice Wolf Claw? Not likely. Forbidden Temptation? Don't make me laugh. The turn you evo into this should be the turn you win the game. It's a powerful card, but timing is everything in this game. Make sure your game state can support the big swing. On to the options. Scrap Claw. Now, of course, there are only 5 copies of Digimon in the deck that actually have piercing, and this is how we remedy that. I'm a little torn on this card. I know it's really strong to grant your Digimon with multiple security attacks piercing, like Metal Greymon. However, this card is a little on the expensive side to be able to use it and attack in the same turn, and it also doesn't have a security skill, so maybe I could see bumping it up to 3, but for now I'm setting it at 2. Wingblade. I don't think it's a secret that I love these 1-cost utility options, but in this deck, that 3K DP might actually make a difference. You want to make your Digimon as big as possible, and this really helps. It even has a good security skill, granting all your Digimon +1 security. Terra Force, or Gaia Force, depending on where you're from. This is the premier removal option in red. This is the first piece in our red removal package. It halts your opponent's momentum like no other, straight up murdering a Digimon no matter how big. It even works during a security check. Giga Blaster! This is the other part of our removal package. This option helps remove early threats, even killing Digimon all the way up to level 4. It'll even help you out against that pesky level 3 rush deck that's running around. Tamers, because they're borderline broken, mostly because they can't be interacted with. First one is 2-cost tie. This start deck card is really free and easy to use. Because there are no requirements for playing Tamers, I've been shoving this in almost all of my personal decks, no matter what color. It's cheap, efficient, and like I said, I love those 2 things. 4-cost tie is in here as well. He's mostly here for the 4-cost Tamer skill, But if you're not playing against a blue deck, giving your Breakthrough Mon or War Greymon +1 security can be backbreaking to your opponent. Obvious upgrades? At this point, I don't even know why I'm calling it obvious upgrades, so sue me. But if I was going to make a few suggestions on how you might change it or customize it to your liking, here's what I'd say. If you're not a fan of Scrapclaw, I'm not sure why you wouldn't be, but if you're not, then Great Tornado is a good replacement. Adding +1 security to one of your piercers, however limited, will burn through your opponent's security in no time flat. Did you hate the fact that I dared to include Flare Lizardmon? Then stop your whining first of all, I don't want to hear it. And second, just replace it with big old jamming Tyrannomon. Giving a jammer multiple security checks through cards like Wingblade or even Great Tornado will make your opponent pull their hair out. Did you also hate the fact that I would even fathom using the BTO1 Biomon? Then shut your trap and play the promo Agumon. His on-play keeps your opponents down and only add to your removal power. Plus that 3k base is definitely worth noting. What's that? You don't have the promo? Oh no, are you gonna cry? You're gonna cry, you little piss bitch. Moving on. Here's the full build in case anyone wanted to see it all laid out. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not leave them in the comments. I promise you, I barely care. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you all in hell. I mean, the next video. Okay, thanks, bye. Hey, is that an imposter? Hey, get the hell out of here. Go on, get. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know who that was. It wasn't me. He somehow found my notes and thought that, hey, it's a good idea if I just record this myself. Yeah, I don't mean all that about going to hell or all that. I love you guys. You guys have been great. Honestly, the community's been fantastic. I know I take a few minutes at the end of these to usually talk to you guys a little bit. If you have any questions or comments about the build, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. You can also message me on the Facebook group if you ever see me on there. If you enjoyed this, please drop a like. It really does help keep me motivated in making content. And if you're still wanting to see some Digimon content after watching my incredibly digestible video, consider giving my friend DigiDustin a watch over on his channel. He covers a lot of community stuff as well as trying to figure out how to get this game released globally. Definitely go and check him out. I actually recently did a interview over on his channel. It's a community spotlight. He's trying to go through and talk to each member of the community and try to get our thoughts and give us a little bit more spotlight, and I really appreciate it. He's definitely trying to be the community guy, and it's something, well, really every community needs. So if you're done watching this, please go check out DigiDustin. He's amazing. There should be a link in the video, and if not, I'll leave a link to his video in my video and or the description. I'll figure it out when I get to it. Again, thank you guys for your time, and okay, thanks, bye.